Dr. Shruti Bansal. I'm ENT consultant at SRCC Children's Hospital, managed by Narayana Health. Today, we'll be talking about hearing loss in children. As rightly said by Helen Keller, blindness separates people from things, but deafness separates people from people. Hearing loss is indeed a silent handicap. It can occur in individuals of any age group. A child may be born with a congenital hearing loss or may develop hearing loss at any age later in life due to a variety of reasons. If a child develops hearing loss in early ages of life, that is before acquisition of language, and if left undiagnosed and untreated, can lead to failure of development of language in that child. In older children, an acquired hearing loss can not only cause impairment of the speech, poor pronunciation and vocabulary, poor school performance, but may also lead to behavioral and psychological issues. Ideally, every child should undergo a hearing screening test within first month of life. Normally, the hearing screening test will tell you if your child has passed or failed the test. For any child who has been failed or is referred, needs a full audiological evaluation by an audiologist who is an expert who works in close association with your ENT doctor. In case your child has missed the hearing screening, as a parent you may notice the following signs and symptoms. So A, if the baby does not get startled by the loud sounds. B, if the baby is ignoring mother's voice unless there is an eye contact. C, if your baby is babbling normally but does not speak few words by 6 to 9 months of age. D, if the child has a general speech and language developmental delay as compared to the normal peers of his age group. E, if in school the child is showing poor performance, if he is having behavioral issues, if he is finding difficulty to concentrate, or is listening to the television or music at a very loud volume. You must consult an ENT doctor and get all these investigations done to detect for the hearing loss in your child. Broadly, the hearing tests can be divided into two types: screening test and diagnostic test. Screening test usually gives results in the form of pass or fail or pass or refer. Any child who is referred on screening test needs further evaluation. Diagnostic tests are done by the audiologist in a soundproof room with the special equipments. There are 8 specific tests which can be either BERA, behavioral audiometry, play audiometry, pure tone audiometry, impedance audiometry, and so on and so forth. Broadly, the hearing loss can be categorized into two categories: conductive hearing loss and sensorineural hearing loss. Conductive hearing loss is a condition wherein the conduction of sound waves from the eardrum to the inner ear is impaired due to variety of reasons, which can be a wax, foreign body, perforation in the eardrum, fluid in the middle ear, any absence or fixity of the small bones in the ear which are responsible for conduction of sound from the external ear to the middle ear. Conductive hearing losses may also be seen in the children who are born with a birth defect of the external or the middle ear. On the other hand, sensorineural hearing loss occurs due to disorders of the inner ear or the hearing nerve, which can be due to causes such as congenital causes or the genetic causes. It can be seen in a children born under high-risk situations such as low birth weight, prematurity, delayed cry, prolonged ICU stay, etc. It can also happen in children due to various drugs which damage the inner ear as a result of a head injury, meningitis, etc. Conductive hearing losses are relatively easier to treat. They are easily treatable with the medicines, surgery such as bromine insertion, eardrum repair, etc. In some situations, children may also be helped with hearing aids. Children who are born with the birth defects of the middle ear or the external ear are the good candidates for BAHA, which are implantable bone-anchored hearing aid that conduct sound waves from the outside world to the inner ear through the bone conduction. Sensorineural hearing losses, on the other hand, are comparatively more difficult to treat. A child with mild to moderate sensorineural hearing loss may benefit from a powerful hearing aid, which basically sends an amplified sound to the inner ear which is weak or to the auditory nerve which is weakened. And these patients may actually respond to these powerful hearing aids. However, children who are born with a severe to profound hearing loss may not benefit from hearing aid. They form good candidates for something known as cochlear implants. Cochlear implants are electronic devices which have external component which is worn externally known as processors, and internal component which is implanted by an ENT surgeon, and it comprises of a receiver stimulator and electrode which is put inside the innermost part of the ear so as to enable the patient to hear. These children need to undergo an extensive audioverbal therapy and rehabilitation for few years after the cochlear implant surgery to enable them to understand and recognize the digitized sound and reproduce speech. The results of cochlear implant surgery are amazing. This can actually enable a child who is born with a total hearing loss to actually hear and speak like a normal child. So basically, every child should be screened under Universal Newborn Hearing Screening Program within first month of life. We at SRCC run an infant hearing screening program wherein we encourage hearing screening for children up to 1 year of age to increase awareness and to ensure screening of every child so as to detect hearing loss as early as possible. Secondly, it is important that children who are high risk or babies who are born with high risk situation should get a detailed audiological evaluation according to the age appropriate testing. Thirdly, the conductive hearing losses, as I said, are easy to treat and manage either with medications or with the surgical options and may even benefit from hearing aid. Last but not the least, sensorineural hearing losses, if detected at time, can be easily treated with powerful hearing aids, or there is an option of cochlear implant which is very successful treating option for these children. Hearing loss is often a silent but a neglected condition which is very easily treatable if detected at the right time. Every child must undergo a hearing evaluation if there is any delay in the speech and language development so as they can be helped and treated at the earliest. Thank you.